On this episode, we talk about
screen time. And thank you for spending your screen time watching our show.
Yeah. And we celebrate the New Year. Chinese New Year this time.
But we are bummed out on the virus in China and, of course, the fires in Australia.
But thanks to Mojo Vision, we should be able to see, well, like a Borg in 2020.
Yeah. And Tesla is back on the rise. After having a terrible beginning in 2019, they are skyrocketing in 2020.
Welcome to What Happened to the World. You know what? I don't know. I haven't been saying that right. Welcome to What Happened to the World today. What happened to the world? What happened to the world? What happened to the world? Welcome to What Happened to the World today.
We don't know shit.
Don't know shit. Yeah, it can't be we don't know shit because that's already taken. So don't know shit.
Don't know shit.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a story of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show and fantabulous podcast.
Yep, and we're going to talk about what we noticed is going on in the world today. So as you can see from behind me,
Happy New Year!
I have the wrong year up, but it's Chinese New Year.
That's right. It's Year of the Rat, right?
Right, yeah, right.
Yeah, Year of the Rat.
And what I can see from you back there is you have a ton of snow. So which way do you want to go first? Do you want to talk about, oh no, you want to talk about me yawning because it's late and it's New Year, or do you want to talk about?
Well, since you're just doing that, I'll just mention this real quick. We ended up having a 3-day storm. The
3-hour tour.
The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the spearless crew, the minnow would be lost. Scary, right?
Down on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, 7 stranded castaways here on Gilligan's Isle.
Ta-da! All right. What ended up happening is the first day of the storm, we got basically 2.5 to 3 inches of really nice light powdery snow. Perfect.
Ski resorts love that.
Poof, gone.
Good.
The second day of the storm, we got about an inch of light powdery snow. Didn't have to plow that because 2-inch trigger. Then last night, the third part of the storm hit, and the temperature went up to 34 degrees. And the snowflakes were like the size of your hand. And
which are always cool and pretty.
Yes. Which is why everything behind me right here looks so absolutely fantastic. Because it really was. I was out in the hot tub, with the snow coming down on my head. Of course, toasty warm. And I took pictures, but it didn't come out good enough. It was too dark. So First thing in the morning, I took pictures again. And, of course, we ended up with 4.5 inches of wet, soggy snow. But, boy, is it pretty. But it killed me getting rid of it with the snowplow and shoveling.
Yeah. Can you believe New Year's lasts 15 days for the Chinese?
Why doesn't ours?
There's a festival after that.
I think they got something going here. We should think about that.
And they have something for each day, too.
Oh, you know what? They probably don't do Christmas. Yeah, we got Christmas stuff going all the month of December, and then January 1st is New Year's Day. So that's kind of like, we
celebrate. No, we don't celebrate every day. I mean, they shut China down.
Well, it shut down this year.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
They shut down last year, too.
Well, yeah, but this year is because of that blasted virus.
Oh, I guess we're switching subjects already. We're not even going to talk about this is the Year of the Rat and all the other stuff.
It's
okay.
The Year of the Rat.
So apparently Scott wants this to be a short show. So we will just move on. All right. So, there's a big virus going on in China.
Yes, and not just in their computers.
Okay. End of story. Next story.
Wait, who are?
Well, we're going to spend time on the stories
or no? Going on because people are dying like crazy.
Yeah. It's not good.
It's not.
But
and the part that's scary is they've always said that pandemics are going to be really bad because we have such a connected world. And it is so true because immediately it's already crossed over here,
Well, yeah, the woman, a new case, a woman in her 60s is hospitalized in Chicago. Yeah, she traveled to Wuhan, China in December. That's how long, it's going on forever.
Well, part of the problem is this is one of those slow incubating viruses. A lot of them you get sick within 2 days, and that's fine because then they can catch you, and then, you got the problem before you leave. But these people caught it, came here, and were fine for 3 or 4 days before the symptoms started. That's too long.
I know, and I know you're close to Chicago. I'm St. Louis, Missouri. So for a week, that's not good.
No. I mean, the advantage that we have is we have snow. So if the virus starts to come up, we'll just throw snowballs at it.
Snowballs?
Yeah, snowballs. Doesn't snow stop viruses?
Yeah, okay. Gosh darn it.
It's called the coronavirus. Isn't the corona the part of the sun that's hot? So I figure if it's a hot virus, you throw cold snow at it, it'll stop it.
Wow. We don't need the CDC or the World Health Organization. Scott's got it all solved. Now, this time I am calling it. You're just making that up.
Yes, I am. I will agree with that.
Yeah, let me see.
This is one of those things where even though it's a serious thing, everybody knows it's a serious thing, but we don't want to be bummed out. So you try to make something fun out of it. I can't make fun out of the actual disease, but you can make fun of the virus.
There was something about the name of why it was called the coronavirus, too.
Okay, well.
I don't have that, but there was a reason for that.
There was a real legitimate reason. We don't know what it was because don't know shit.
That's right. We don't know shit. So we just look at it.
You said not to
and then
use
we tell you.
anymore.
And then we tell you. MERS CoV. The name is Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. What?
Really?
How does corona come from MERS-CoV? Middle East Respiratory Syndrome.
And Middle East. See if it was.
Well, that's it. See, if
it was Mexican, you could say it's Corona beer.
MERS, MERS. So we really don't know shit on this.
Exactly.
So, but isn't the MERS virus? Isn't that that's another one that's really bad, right? So this is just another case of that.
Most of these viruses are just slightly mutated from, the first viruses.
Yeah, well, that's the worst part, right? As it starts mutating.
Now, if you remember the Matrix, the humans were the virus.
Right. And if you remember the movie with the monkey in it and Rain Man, Outbreak. Movie Outbreak?
Ah, yes. Outbreak, yeah.
They followed it down to patient 0. So they found the monkey. Oh!
It's a monkey.
So, yeah, so not good, but a lot of people quarantined. And
so our thoughts and hopes of better health goes out to anybody who has caught this virus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
I agree.
China has put millions of people in cities locked down in an effort to contain a coronavirus, killed 17 people and infected more than 630. That's, la, la, la.
The part that's interesting about this is it's killed 17 people. In the amount of time that we've been talking on our show, 8 times that has already died in car accidents.
Right.
It's good that they're on top of things that have potential for real serious nastiness, but the media is once again blowing everything way out of proportion.
Well, again, it must be serious.
Yes. Which is something that we're usually not.
Currently no vaccine. So, oh well. Well, again,
Yep.
We don't know anything about this, so we should move on to a tech company because
Tech company.
it's going to take a tech company.
I thought they were a fruit company.
Who's a fruit company?
Apple. Is an apple a fruit?
What?
You said apples. Apple's a fruit.
Oh, I didn't say Apple.
You said it was a tech company. I thought it was a
Right.
fruit company because an apple is a fruit.
Okay, if you say so.
I do.
So I guess we're going to talk tech a couple times this show.
Okay.
We'll talk Apple. We'll talk Apple in this half, and we'll talk Tesla in the second half.
Ooh, we like Tesla.
Ooh.
We get a charge out of Tesla.
Very good. All right. So Apple made a big announcement that they want to become a closed loop manufacturer. So first off, with you and your new at the end words, do you know what closed loop manufacturing is?
Yes.
What is it?
Nobody can come in except you.
What?
You go around in a loop on a racetrack all by yourself all day long. Nobody else could join you on that racetrack except you. Because it's a closed loop.
That's closed loop racing, but not closed loop manufacturing.
Oh. Well, I'm going to take a guess here without even looking at the screen yet because I haven't gotten that far.
Oh,
I'm going to say that it would have to be that they want to be the supplier of the materials, the manufacturer of the product, the R&D, the distribution, and all rolled up into one.
Yes. But a closed loop system, right, means that they don't even produce anything. They take stuff that's already been built, reclaim it, and use it.
Okay.
So they're not even buying new stuff. They're taking all the old stuff, repurposing it, and using it again. How crazy is that?
Okay. So basically,
but
we're having that again.
Yeah. What does that do during the edit? Do you ever find that when it comes up?
Sometimes nothing happens. Sometimes there's a blank.
It's just a big blank. Yeah.
Yep. We'll have to see when we're done.
All right. So, but yeah, that's kind of weird, right?
You know, so all these years we've been donating used cell phones for worthy causes and stuff like that. So what really has been happening is they've been storing them in warehouses so they could turn them into stuff.
Sure, not really, but that's what they want to do. They want to grab the old devices and repurpose them. I wonder if they could melt stuff down and redo it. Oh, I don't know. That's just weird, though, to hear companies saying that that's the next big evolution is to reuse the old technology.
Okay, well, you know how big I am on recycling, so I have no problem with recycling. But if technology is always getting more efficient, how do you take inefficient technology and turn it efficient?
Well, okay, so remember when everybody thought they could get rich by going into the old Army bases and Navy bases and grabbing the equipment in there because all the contactors were gold?
Yes.
And they could grab all that stuff. So it's got to be some kind of that type of thing, you know. There's a Daisy can disassemble 1.2 million devices per year, and they divert 48,000 metric tons of electric waste from landfills.
Okay, see, that's not a bad deal if they could utilize it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm for it.
And then also, there is supposedly somebody who's making carbon-free aluminum.
Carbon-free aluminum?
Yeah.
Really?
So Alcoa, Alcoa is a big metal company, and
yes.
This process is revolutionary and replaces direct greenhouse gas emissions with oxygen.
Okay.
So when they're making it, instead of putting out greenhouse gases, they put out oxygen.
Cool.
This is crazy. So they're pretty much looking to eliminate, mining new stuff from the mining industry to help make the new electronics.
Cool.
Through recycling.
Now, if they really want to impress me, they should take all this reclaimed stuff and manufacture presents for me at Christmas time.
They might be. Speaking of presents for you at Christmas time, did you ever get your wallet?
Yes, I did. I don't have it with me, no.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it on the air.
Okay, you're right, and I didn't think to bring it upstairs.
I
get a lot of comments on it.
Mike?
They go, why is your wallet purple?
Well, you wanted purple.
That's what I said. I said I wanted it purple. They go, why on earth would you want a purple wallet? I said, 2 reasons. 1, it's easy for me to find it. 2, somebody wants to steal it. it's easy for me to find it.
That's my wallet. No, it isn't. Really?
Yeah. It's, I did have an officer because I was witness to an accident.
Okay.
And of course, they always want to see your driver's license. And he goes, is that your wallet, sir? Because it's purple, And I says, look, everything in here has my name on it. It's not a woman's wallet, and I'm not gay. I like purple. Purple is actually the color of royalty. I am Lord Scott Thomas.
Sir, we're gonna need to do a breathalyzer test at this point.
I did not say that to the officer. I'm not that stupid because I'm sure that's what they would have done.
I'd like you to step over here and walk this line, close your eyes, and hop on one foot and sing the Lupenstein waltz.
Ooh. Until you did the last thing, that was good. That last one would have gotten me.
Yes. Wait, it wasn't the Lupenstein. What was it? Go ahead. Talk.
Oh, not the beer bar polka either, huh?
I don't know if it's going to be in here. Oh, no.
Is it from a movie?
Yeah, Steve Martin. Well, Steve Martin did the Man with Two Brains.
Yes.
And I'm trying to find the words.
The words escape you?
And yeah, all I can do is find it on the. All right. Never mind. I only find videos.
Hey, not we. Don't know shit.
Yeah, we don't know shit. He's got to juggle and walk on his hands and all kinds of weird stuff.
He's able to do it all right.
Yeah, there's a dirty version and a clean version. So
okay. Well, we know better than play things on our show because it makes more work for me.
But I'm doing it anyways. Get out of the car. He gets out of the car. He shuts the door. Put out your arms and touch your nose with your fingers. Okay. Now walk this white line. He walks the white line. Halt. Come back. On your hands. So he's going to walk back on the white line on his hands. So Steve Martin walks one hand. So he's going to walk back on the line on one hand. Now run over, turn over, and flip-flop. He does that.
I don't remember any of this. That movie came out so long ago, and I only saw it once.
Okay, so this was the part that I wanted to hear, and that's when you decided to talk. Okay. Lupenstein and Wallenbein and Waltz. The Lupenbein and Wallenbein song. I don't even know what he said. And I don't have. I could have turned on. Well, whatever. I didn't.
Yes.
I don't know shit.
We're on a roll.
Another thing we don't know. But yeah, it was The Man with Two Brains. You probably never saw that movie.
I don't remember. I like Steve Martin, but I don't remember that.
Kathleen Turner was just on a TV show too. TV show Mom.
Okay.
I don't watch that show, but yeah, she was on that. She was one of the new characters, long lost aunt or something like that, and needed a kidney.
Oh yeah. There it is.
There it is. What?
Because in Mom, it's all about Mom, and she got it from her mom. So when her mom is being really nice and stuff like that, she's making a comment that there's a reason for this.
Yeah,
and
you don't know shit. You've never seen the show, so never mind. Has nothing to do with anything, but okay. So speaking of nothing that has to do with anything, do you know that Australia is trying to imitate California?
Something to do with Hollywood, isn't it?
No, something to do with forest fires or burning itself down. The Australian fires have been going since, what, September? When did they start?
That's a really, 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 really long time ago.
They started in September of 2019. 27 million acres have been burned. Okay? That's bigger than the size of Portugal.
Yep.
14 times California. Well, not the size of California.
Part that burned,
but that's 14. But yeah, there's a burned in, which was
the
one
part
of the.
That's really sad. Well, all right. It's also sad that 29 people have died and 2,500 homes have died, but they're estimating 1.25 billion animals have been lost.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? But here's the weird part. The fires have released more than 400 megatons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. 400 megatons.
It's insanity.
Mega's 1,000, tons is 2,000. So you got to double it. That's crazy. They're saying that it's going to take the atmosphere over a year to clear the smoke out after the fires stop.
Right.
That's crazy.
It is.
And there's no signs of being able to put the forest fires out. It's still like they're going as normal.
Yep.
Because it's summer down there. So it's, that's the other thing.
Yes. And it's one of the hottest summers on record.
Yeah. It was crazy.
I'm looking at some of these pictures. Folks, look this stuff up. I mean, some of it's going to make you cry because you see some of the animals. The picture of the smoke going up in a reverse tornado is absolutely insane.
Yeah. It's huge. It's huge. You can see it. You can see it from satellite pictures too. If you look up satellite pictures.
So I was planning on going to Australia, so I'm glad I did not do that this year.
Yep. It's just unbelievable. So hopefully those fires will go out soon. But since I've brought the show to apparently a negative, I think it's time
it is
to
kind
some,
of negative.
Time
it's not that
it's
it's negative; it's just kind of a downer.
That's just what's going on out there right now.
Yes,
it's crazy. So it's time to bring some positivity into our show.
Hey, I know somebody who does that.
What?
Bring positivity into our show.
What does that? I
said I know somebody who does it.
I know who.
Me.
It's Funguy The Entertainer. Okay. So here. Can you see the camera?
I can.
What do I want you to do?
I'm holding my hand down. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Not live long and prosper?
No, I want you to hold my hand.
I was trying to hold your hand, but it wasn't working. I couldn't.
You didn't say it.
All right. Anyway, holding hands has long been a way to show support and caring. It is such a treat to see elderly couples still holding hands as they walk together, even if it is just for balance.
Fun guy. Funny.
I made it funny at the end.
Yeah. Well, that's all relative too.
What made me decide to come up with this one, because I was, it's been kind of a rough week here, and I was looking for something interesting. When Susie and I go to the store and stuff like that, a lot of times she grabs my hand. In my opinion, that is her exerting, he's mine, type thing. But when I drive into town, which I do at least 4 times a week, I keep seeing this elderly couple, and it turns out they're, in their late 70s, walking, and they walk miles down these roads that, in my opinion, are a little dangerous. And so one day, Susie was in the car, we're on the way back, we saw them out there, we stopped and said hi, and I thanked them for being so, because they always wave at you when they go by, and they're always holding each other so close. It's nice.
Yeah. Well, it's nice of you to talk to them.
I talk to almost everybody.
I know. Well, you got such a big town. How many? 500-600 people done?
89. Well, technically, the city of Delavan is 8,900. Town of Delavan is less. I think it's only 6,000.
Yeah, 500 people. So, with those 500 people, they probably have a lot of. We talked in the past about hearing aids, right? Hearing aids, and how you can learn what is it? 36 languages or something like that. They can be on there. And you can program it so that
translator, like on Star Trek. Yes.
Right. Yeah. So it translates it. Well, there's a new company out there that just talked to Wired called Mojo Vision.
Get your mojo
running. Mojo Rising, Mojo Running. I don't know what it is. Again, don't know shit.
It's an AR contact lens that gives your eyes superpowers.
Yeah. So heads-up display on your eyes. So, we might leap past Oculus Rift, right? The Oculus headsets.
Yes.
And you may just be able to put these contacts in your eyes and be able to do all this stuff. They're talking about these contacts. They can give you a heads-up display, right?
Yes.
So while you're driving, have like directions or weather, or if you were doing a speech, you wouldn't need a teleprompter anymore. They'd just be right there in front of your eyes.
God, that would be so awesome.
Right? And these contacts are actual contacts also. So you wouldn't need to wear glasses.
Right.
So they actually correct vision also.
I'm just a little concerned because I have trouble even putting eye drops in my eyes, let alone putting contacts in.
Oh, you couldn't wear contacts? Do you wear glasses? You don't wear glasses, right?
Well, sure I do.
Oh, you do wear glasses?
Yes.
So you can't, do you wear contacts?
I do not.
No.
Okay. Here's the thing. Technically, I'm nearsighted. It's mild, especially since I've dropped 40 pounds. My eyesight got tremendously better.
Really?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I can pass the DOT now.
So do you think it was diabetic causing of the?
Mostly, yes.
Okay.
So don't get me wrong. At the end of the night, which is when probably my blood sugars are at their worst, I need the glasses when I'm driving at night. But up until nighttime, I'm fine without glasses.
Oh, that's good.
Yep. My doctor was very impressed.
Yeah, that is good. But they've had these glasses apparently under wraps for 3 years. Google's one of the big what do you call it, investors in this.
I would say that would make sense.
Yeah, but how crazy is that?
Well, I'm kind of looking forward to it because one of the problems I have. Do you remember when you worked for NASCAR Entertainment?
Yeah.
And you had those. I'm having a brain fart. What the hell are the machines called?
Simulators, racing simulators.
Simulators, yes, the racing simulator.
Yeah.
You loved it, and most people said because it's kind of like the military. You got the monitors all around you, and it's supposed to be similar to real.
Right.
And it drove me crazy because it wasn't similar to real to me. To me, it was watching TV, and I hated it. I did not feel like it was real because when I do things in real, my peripheral vision is phenomenal. So I see everything around me, and I react to everything around me.
Since the screens didn't go all the way around, you kept looking over to the right and left instead of looking forward.
Correct.
Which would make you a good gamer because, like first-person shooters and stuff like that, you need to be able to see all that stuff, where I have the tunnel vision where I just see down the forward section and then, get trolled and picked off and stuff like that.
Well, my friend Godfrey tried to teach me how to play Counter-Strike. And it drove me crazy because it's the same problem. There's a flat screen in front of me. And you're wearing the headset so you could theoretically hear them coming up behind you and you know to turn. The problem is I turned my head because I'm hearing it.
And you can't see the screen.
But the monitor's not in front of me anymore. It's like, crap. And then, of course, he'd kill me.
Okay.
So this would be cool because you turn your head and I would assume that the graphics are going to just go, with you. So I see that being cool.
Pretty cool. So, they started off 2017. They had their first light. They built a single lens LED.
Steve, don't go
power.
towards the light.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It is.
So now they're ready to start rolling these out. They're looking at 2020 and being the year, having a high-res LED display. How crazy would that be?
Exactly.
They still don't have a launch. They still don't have a launch date though for the first product.
Now here's a thought. Here we are talking about how much of a nerd that I am, but yet technology in some cases baffles me. Like cell phones drive me crazy because I prefer computers.
Baffle you or drive you crazy? There's a difference.
Well, they don't really. Yes, I don't think they're logical. I do not believe cell phones are logical. Computers are logical.
That's illogical, Jim.
Yes. But here we are. We got a company that is going to be putting something interesting out there, right? A product that I think I would find cool
Okay.
However, I don't do well with sticking things in my eyes. So maybe, just maybe, they should use me as the test model.
Yeah, you'd be a great model.
Exactly. Perfect
You'd
for
be,
it.
you'd be a better test subject, but
But I model really well. You ought to see me pirouette down the runway.
okay. You say so.
I do. You get a charge out of it.
Okay. I see what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
You're trying to be more subtle in your
Yes, because every time I'm blatant about it, you just blow it off.
yeah. So now you're trying to be more subtle out of charge. And we've talked about Tesla and his boring company and how he's digging a tunnel here
Yes.
in Las Vegas.
Yes. And I think what's going to happen is after the tunnel is built, they're going to fill it with all the junk that's been piling up in the garbage dumps.
Or the junk they get from space, which we talked about last week.
Oh, yeah, that'd be perfect.
But
in case it's radioactive, too.
Tesla lost $1.1 billion in the first half of 2019. So
really,
6 months ago, they lost $1.1 billion in the first half.
Okay.
And their stock price tanked to $180 a share. Tanked to $180 a share. But by rolling out the new Model 3 and all that stuff,
yes,
they sold more than 367,500 cars.
Yes.
Yeah. That's more than they sold in 2018 and 2017 combined.
Yes.
Which now has their stock prices over $400 a share.
Yes. And of course, we did not invest in it because we couldn't afford that.
Yeah. Somewhere around $570 per share. How did that happen?
Well, what's really bizarre is the market valuation of their stock is over $100 billion.
Yeah, because of that.
Oh, crap.
I know. I mean, their cheapest car is what, $40,000. Well, okay, $39.99, but $39,000.
Right.
But the other vehicles are $70,000 and $80,000. So
it is a deal. And I'll tell you something. I'm having problems with my plow truck. And
you gonna make it a Tesla?
Yeah. Just for S&Gs, we drove into a lot to take a look at the new trucks. $65,000 for a 4x4 pickup truck.
Oh yeah.
It's like my first house. I could have bought 2 of them for that.
I know, it's crazy, right? Absolutely crazy.
For a truck that as soon as you drive it off the lot loses $10,000 in value.
Yep. That's why you can't buy new. But it's hard to find used.
Yes. Unless
people know how expensive they are. They run them to the ground.
Yep. Like I did. My plow truck is a 1995 Dodge Dakota. And believe me, it's paid for itself many times.
Well, now you just got to start putting that money away so you can start getting, which is always easier said than done.
Yeah.
But there has been a lot of good news in January.
There has? Really?
Yeah.
Enlighten us.
Yes. Facebook is good for for people. I'm sorry. I almost said that without laughing. Just because out of all the billions of people, the one good thing that happened was a woman turned 18 and found out her biological father's name and tracked him down on Facebook.
Cool.
I mean, okay.
Yeah. People have been doing that for a long time.
Yeah. But there's no crying in baseball.
Who says?
Alyssa Nakken.
Who's that?
She is going to be the first woman to become a full-time coach in Major League Baseball.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I'll go along. Wait.
She's
That's right, because Whoopi Goldberg was basketball.
She's the assistant. Well, that was Whoopi Goldberg, and then there was No Crying in Baseball was Tom Hanks from A League of Their Own. But, yeah, she is going to – Gabe Kapler will be the not only will she coach, but she'll focus on fostering a clubhouse culture that promotes high performance through, among other attributes, and a deep, deep sense of collaboration. So that's, under Gabe Kapler. So how crazy is that?
I like it.
So there you go. And then here's younger kids doing those amazing stuff. We did those amazing kids before.
Yes, we did.
13-year-old founder of Books and Bros.
Inspiring kids to read.
Yeah, how crazy is that? So.
Oh, there's another cool thing.
What's that?
A Florida teacher that became a U.S. citizen after spending 18 years teaching students about democracy.
Yeah, isn't that cool? So
from Tallahassee.
Yep. Tallahassee, Florida. Not Tallahassee, Tennessee. Tallahassee, Florida.
Florida. That's
Yeah.
where the Floridians live.
I don't want you to get that wrong. But yeah, so she's been teaching about democracy in the United States as a teacher. And now, doesn't matter if you're from different countries, she became a citizen. Well, that's cool.
Now, this next one I really like because, the Girl Scouts have Girl Scout cookies to raise money, right? Boy Scouts do like wreath and garland and stuff at Christmas time to make money.
Yep.
The band does peanut brittle sales and stuff like that. This kid, instead of doing what I thought would have been the obvious, he wanted to help a certain type of for Australian animals, right? Because of the fire.
Right, well, with the fire and everything, so it ties back into that, right?
So you think he would sell animal crackers, right? Wouldn't that make perfect sense? Animal crackers? No, he came up with something cool.
What?
Clay koalas.
Clay koalas.
Yep.
Okay. So tell me more.
Well, basically, he makes these clay koalas because he's kind of a young artist. He's started making out of clay, kind of like clay pottery and stuff like that. And anyone who gives at least $50 gets a clay koala from him.
I'm trying to get the picture bigger here. They're really small little koalas, but they're really cute.
His original goal was to get $1,000 in donations.
I'm gonna
guess what?
I'm gonna make Scott mad. I'm gonna share the screen here.
Share. Anyway, while you're trying to do that, he was trying to make $1,000 in donations. He managed to bring in $270,000.
Yep. Where are the?
Unfortunately, it's so popular he can't make any more koalas because he doesn't have time to make that many because he's got to, go to school.
Trying to get it back. Where is the here? Did I share this one? But here's some of the pictures. Yep.
See, they're kind of cute, aren't they?
Yep. How do I make this full screen? It won't let me. There we go. That's a pretty good full screen one right there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like it.
So there you go. Stop the share. Stop the madness. Stop the share. So yeah. So there's our week of good news and the year of the rat, the beginning of the cycle for the Chinese New Year cycle of all the animals. So welcome to the rat being first. Oh man, why am I?
And thank you all people for watching our show and getting some screen time.
Yeah, it's actually popular, right? Screen time. There is even, I think, is it called screen time? Apple tells you like how long you've been on different apps and that. Does it actually track your screen time for you?
That's what it does. It tells you how long you've been. They have a different name for it. I just read it and I closed it so I don't have it in front of me. But it's something about one of the text neck. That's it, text neck.
Yeah, well, they've got different programs that can limit your kid's screen time, different kind of apps.
So for those of you who have been watching or listening to our show, you realize at the end of the show, we switched from the phrase origin story to the word of the week. And today's word of the week technically is 2 words, screen time. These are everything has been added to the dictionary this year or in 2019.
But some of the definitions have it down as it's sedentary activity. So when you're physically inactive and sitting down. And if you recall, we did one article on the really fit woman who got the Peloton bike and now is really fit.
Yes.
But I still love that comment. Just another really fit person getting some athletic equipment and staying really fit.
Yes.
But they say that screen time is sedentary activity. So I don't think the Peloton bicycle would be considered screen time.
So anyway, our word of the week is screen time, added to the dictionary. And remember, folks, use our show for your screen time.
Yep. So that's a new word that's in the dictionary. So with that, I want to say thank you for spending your screen time with us, and thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
then please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. Go to whathappened.world. .world. It's a .world, not a .com, not a .net, not a .biz. It's a .world.
He is not lying.
Whathappened.world. Go there. With that, you can connect up with us. What can you do? I don't know. You can do all kinds of stuff.
Yes, you can.
You can go to our Facebook page. You can go to our Instagram page. You're going to have to search out Funguy The Entertainer cooks for you all by yourself. Haven't had a chance to update that. Sorry, Scott.
I could swear it was on. Oh, that's on our page. Yes.
You put the link. You put the link in.
It's on all our shows. Yes.
On the shows. Yeah. So if you go into the show more. Our shows. Show more for our show. Show more.
Show more, please. Show more.
Yep.
Just be careful not to show too much because you can get arrested.
Or the big thing now is everybody's getting kicked off of social media or go to social media jail because they're showing too much.
Yes.
Pretty funny.
Hey, baby, you want to see my etchings?
But with that, I want you really, wow. That's still a pickup line? Maybe for you it is. Do you still use that pickup line?
No.
But with that, I want to say live every day, and we'll see you at the next show.
Be genuine, positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
Crazy,